everyone, today I'm coming at you with another LEGO minifigure haul. So we're continuing to work on collecting every LEGO Star Wars minifigure ever made. We got 19 more guys out of the wall today, so another pretty decently sized haul. So we'll get started with the oldest guys and make our way up to the newest. So first up we have Dutch Vander on the left over there. We got Dak Ralter and then a Bespin Guard. They were made in 1999, 2004, and 2005 respectively. So as you can see, this is when they're still using the yellow faces, and then of course the Bespin pilot has brown. That's one of the first figures to ever do that, I believe, at least in the Star Wars line. And then cool thing about him too is he also has some pretty good arm printing there, especially for the time. Everyone else is just a standard pilot, no back printing. Dutch has a pretty good helmet print. Dak is probably the lamest of the three. In fact, I think he's got one of the most boring designs of any of the pilots ever made. But you know, you gotta add him to the wall. Dutch has a exclusive, not an exclusive, but a different face print from the other guys who just use the standard smiley face. But that does it for these three. Let's get on the next ones. All right, for the next three, we have Anakin. So when he gets, it's the first transformation chamber set when he turns into Darth Vader. So this is the old one from 2005. We got a Stormtrooper in the middle, and what makes him exclusive is actually his head. It's just a solid tan head. And then we have an AT-AT pilot. Now this one, I have the next one made, is different in the fact that it's using the old Stormtrooper helmet. So same mold as the Stormtrooper right here, whereas this guy's got an exclusive AT-AT mold. There was another one made previously that I don't have yet. This is a light bluish gray one, so you can see his legs and arms match just, you know, the standard light bluish or dark bluish gray pieces, whereas the other one was the old dark gray. These are all fairly, I think the AT-AT pilot's really cool. These two are fairly boring figures. I mean, Anakin's using the same head that Darth Vader uses in the older sets, so that's kind of cool. This is just another Stormtrooper with a solid tan head. So cool for Mox, just another trooper, but nothing too exciting itself. The AT-AT pilot's pretty solid. I like him a lot with the old Stormtrooper helmet. I'm glad that they updated it to this guy, but that one actually still works out pretty well and holds up, I think. But let's get on the next ones. All right, so for our next three figures, we have a Republic frigate pilot. He's the one on the very left. We have another Stormtrooper and another Han Solo Stormtrooper in disguise. There's lots of Stormtroopers this video. The Republic pilot is pretty cool. Really simple printing, but I actually really like it. I really like this old hat piece. Anytime that's on a figure, I like it. He just has a basic smiley face on a tan head this time, so a little bit updated. He's from 2007, I believe. This Stormtrooper is exclusive solely for its helmet print. So I'll bring that up close. You can see that his mouthpiece doesn't have the dotted mouth pattern, whereas here's the Stormtrooper we just saw. You can kind of see that differently, where he has the dotted mouthpiece. So that's what makes this Stormtrooper exclusive. And then we have a Han Solo in disguise. He's from the 2008 Death Star set. What makes him exclusive from the other one we saw earlier is his face print. They updated the figure halfway through the release. So here's the updated Han Solo. You can see the difference in his face. This one's got pupils, a little bit cleaner smile. Actually, I think that's a different hair color piece. I don't know, that's just me. But yeah, that's the old Han Solo from 2008. That does it for these three guys, so let's get on the next ones. All right, so now we're getting into more modern figures. We got leg printing and back printing, all that fun stuff. So on the left here, we have Han Solo in his Hoth gear. He's from 2012. He came in the 2012 Hoth Rebel base set. He uses actually the old style print for the torso and the legs, but what makes him exclusive is the hood piece. It's the updated version with like the you know, the fluff around the hood. We got a Gonk Droid. I think he's also from 2012. He came out in a advent calendar, and it's just a very blocky Gonk Droid. I really like Gonk Droids, so I'm glad. I just built this out of the pieces in my collection. It's glad to have him finally. Just a square gonk, whereas the other ones, spoiler alert, have more gonk droids, are more rectangular. This is a Clone Wars Nikto guard. Surprisingly, this is the only Nikto we've gotten in Star Wars so far. With so many Jabba and Tatooine sets, it's a bit surprising that we only get one from the Clone Wars line. So you can kind of see the stylized Clone Wars face. This one actually doesn't look bad. I know a lot of people hate the Clone Wars stylized faces, but I really like this one. It's a cool Nikto. He's got some pretty simple yet pretty good actually torso print. On the back, he's also just got his strap. No special head, which I think takes away a bit from it, but it's not too bad. But yeah, that does it for these three, so let's get on the next ones. Alright, so now the next three figures, we got ones from 2015, 15, and 2016. So this one on the far left is a Naboo starfighter pilot. This is definitely the best one we've gotten so far. With the nougat color torso piece, really good printing on him. We got just a standard hat piece. I haven't ever been a huge fan of that, but I think this one actually fits the pilot pretty well. It looks actually fairly accurate to how it looks in the movie. He's got dark red pants, which is fairly uncommon. Good back printing. I don't think he has, no alternate face on him. But Kylo Ren here is the same Kylo Ren that we've seen previously. This one came out in 2016. The difference with him is he actually comes with the cloak piece. So you can kind of see that it's this short one, a little frayed, and it's the soft, swishy one. This guy, sorry about my fingers, does have an alternate face, a very angry face on this Kylo Ren. Then on the far right, we have Rowan there from the Freemaker Adventures. Now he uses the same helmet piece as the Naboo pilot, and in this case, I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is what it is. He's got a cool yellow torso, which is also fairly uncommon. Good printing on that, dark green legs, pretty solid back printing, and no alternate head on him. But what makes these guys, all the Freemaker main characters, really cool actually is the skin tone for the figures they used. It's not common at all, especially in the Star Wars line. So it's pretty cool to see them get some new variety in the figures themselves. But that does it for these three figures. Let's get on the next ones. All right, for the next two figures, we got a couple more brick-built Gonk droids. Heck yeah, Lord Gonk. So this one on the left came out, these both came out in advent calendars. This is the more rusted out version. This is the favorite one I have so far. Yeah, nougat, brown, dark orange. It's a cool looking Gonk droid actually. He's got the more rectangular body, but actually now that I'm looking at it, it's definitely a square still. But it's a better looking square than the other one we've got. Yeah, and then the next one is the Gift Gonk. It's just a standard Gonk droid looking like a Christmas present. Not such a fan of this one. I don't really like the Christmas holiday special Gonk droids. This one is, it's all right. It's a cool figure, I'll give him that. It's a good idea. So this one actually, his legs are wrong, his feet are wrong. They're supposed to be those like rounded ones. But I mean, you can't really tell. I'll update that if I can ever find those pieces in my collection, but that does it for these guys. Just a couple more Gonk droids. So we'll get on the next guy. All right, and for our last two guys, we have Beskar Mandalorian and a Tusken Raider. Now, both of these guys came out in the Trouble on Tatooine set that were released this year. However, the Tusken Raider came out a couple years ago in a micro fighter set with a T-16 Skyhopper pilot. But also came out in this one, that's how I got him. Beskar Mando is definitely the highlight of the set. He looks fantastic with the gunmetal gray helmet. Actually, I said silver helmet, not gunmetal gray. And the reflective printing all over him. He's got really good back printing too. Everything's reflective to indicate, the Beskar armor. You can also see the arm printing there as well is pretty cool. I've actually got the other version of Mando right here. You can see how much they've updated him. So he has the old gunmetal gray helmet. Then with all his just, patchy makeshift armor there. this is a really cool, sleek upgrade for the Mando. Tusken Raider. This is the newest version of the Tusken Raider. He came out, like I said, in that Microfighter set, as well as, I believe, the Obi-Wan Hut. Maybe. He's got the new updated headpiece. So this is the other Tusken Raider that came out more recently. He came out in the Jawa set, at least I know. So, and then here's the oldest version of the Tusken Raider. I just really like seeing the comparison, how much they've updated him. And these guys look fantastic. Not him, he looks old and outdated. These guys look fantastic. This guy definitely steals the show though. I think it's the hands that do it for me. The nougat hands definitely make him look a lot better. But that does it for the Lego haul this week. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll definitely be updating the wall as I get more figures, so stay tuned for all of that. So let's go put them on the wall. All right, everyone, and here is how the wall is looking. It's looking more and more complete as we go and add more figures. So with 19 new guys, spaces are starting to get filled. So down here, I added the where the new wave of figures would be. There weren't that many released this year, so not too many, but with the Bad Batch rumors are true, like that whole wave, there's definitely gonna be a lot more to add. So I'm looking forward to that. Sounds like some great sets finally. So up here we got Dutch, and then Dak over there. You have Bespin Guard and the AT-AT pilot rounding out the side. There's the Republic Frigate captain next to the other one, and then old Han Solo Stormtrooper next to the updated version. Let's see. Love this game of finding everyone again. There's the two Stormtroopers right there and there, as well as Transformation Anakin. There's the Nikto next to the awesome the Darth Maul Mandalorians. Han Solo's over there, kind of in the middle of a dry spot, so it's really good to add him there, break up that monotony. Let's see, who else? We got Rowan down there, next to the other Freemaker guys. I'm missing the sister, but I have the other sister over there. There are two versions of each character made, so I at least have one. Kylo Ren next there, next to the Stormtrooper Finn. Who else? We got the Mandalorian down there, next to the awesome Mos Eisley crew. We got the Christmas Gonk. There is the other Gonk droid, and the other one is right there. Let's see, missing the Tusken. Tusken Raider is down here, next to the T-16 Skyhopper pilot. And, I definitely feel like I'm forgetting some people I just threw on here. But that's short-term memory for you, right? But yeah, I think I'll call it right there. I can't remember. If I remember, I'll just add it in there at the end. But that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed and look forward to the next one, because I am slowly chipping away at this wall. I'm over halfway done now, which is fantastic. But I have a lot of guys and I'm only halfway done. That's another way to look at it. But stay tuned for the next one. See you then.